everybody, welcome to Eden Fractal. We're here for our 110th meeting here in our second epoch. I'm pleased to be here with Vlad and Patrick and Rosmari and Temitope. We're going to talk about Vlad's new app that he's just released, the Respect Games app. And I'm going to give a little presentation as well, little intro to Eden Fractal and what we're going to be discussing today, a little preview. If anyone wants to say a quick hello, of course, feel free. Otherwise, I'll get into this presentation, and I hope that everybody enjoys the event and the episode. Thanks so much for being here.
Hello.
Oops. There's Patrick saying respect. Okay, so welcome everybody once again to Eden Fractal. Eden Fractal, if you're not familiar, it's a community that creates innovative game shows and tools, particularly tools and games and methods that help communities and organizations make the best possible decision making. We want all collective decisions to be fast, fair, and fun. That's our vision. And we also have a mission to do this by implementing fractal decision making processes throughout society via collaborative research, development, education, gamification, and community engagement. You can learn more about this at edenfractal.com. There's pages where you can learn more about our mission and vision and join our bi-weekly events that anyone can join to learn about these consensus games and learn about these tools and methods to optimize decision making, and also network with the great builders on the call. And everybody's welcome to join too. So it's a great place to learn the best ways to empower your community and create a better future for all, including the new Respect Games app, which can greatly help empower communities. So we produced over 100 videos, 109 to be precise, where everybody has shared their work and promoted their work, and also brought an educational resource for people to learn about these tools and games and so forth. And we have lots of tools and lots of articles about tools that you can learn more about the site as well. So encourage you to join, encourage you to invite friends. We love to meet new people, and especially now these tools are really like ready to go. So it's a really exciting time now. You can check out Lou.Mash's Optimistics to register RSVP and invite friends here for email reminders. And you can also check out the videos page as well. For example, in the last episode, we talked about the state of fractal communities. We've been building fractals for the past, maybe 3 years or so now, with many amazing builders. So I gave a little overview of what's been going on over the past couple of years, and especially the most recent progress. Lots of technical development happening these days. We also talked about OREC, the optimistic respect-based executive contract that DOS has built. We had another episode with Vlad talking about the respect game evolution, and much more that you can see from our epochs, and there's show notes for each one of these as well. So that's edenfractal.com/videos and the Eden Creators YouTube channel, where you can see all the videos of Eden Fractal as well as Optimism Fractal, where we're pioneering the processes like the Respect Game, at weekly events for Optimism Fractal, and many other videos that you can check out. We appreciate likes and subscribes and shares to help grow the channel and support the movement. Today, what we're going to be discussing, as I said, is the new Respect Games app that Vlad has built with Lennar. So shout out to Lennar as well. They have teamed up and they've been building this app for at least a few months, and in some ways a lot longer as well. So there's the thread over here. Rosemary put out some nice picture about builders building with the Respect Game app. So Vlad will give us an overview and a walkthrough of the new app, as well as walkthrough of an article that he released to provide an overview of how the app works and why communities will want to use it and so forth. And you can see a little also preview over here of a previous UI, although the UI has been updated now to the link is respect.games. Everybody can go check it out now. It's an or provides an all-in-one cohesive experience for empowering communities with the Respect Game and a platform to launch fractal communities. There's also lots of exciting benefits too, like AI features and contribution standardization, stuff like that. As I said, we talked about this about a month ago, where Vlad gave us like a walkthrough of some really exciting features, and we had a really interesting discussion about some nice benefits. So I encourage people to watch this episode from EF 107 to learn more about some of the inspiration behind it and see the development in progress. But of course, we'll see much more today. And the Respect.Games app, and you can now check it out. There's a lot of new stuff that was just added here over the past couple of days, I think. So looking forward to diving into this with Vlad and seeing how it all works and so forth. But already there's some really exciting stuff going on here. So encourage people to check it out. If anybody's not familiar with the Respect Game, we've been playing the Respect Game a lot for the past year or past few years. Before it's called the Respect Game, and we have an article, optimistic.io/Respect Game, which explains how it works. I think most people who are here or watching are familiar, but it's a game where people break up into groups of 3 to 6 people, and then people each take some time or share their contributions to some sort of community cause. In this case, for Optimism Fractal, we do it for optimism, but it could be used for any kind of community organization. And people could share anything that they're doing to help the community organization, and then they earn on-chain respect tokens, and that can help form better decision-making processes, governance and evaluate impact and reward people for contributing and so forth. All sorts of great things that the Respect game provides. And the new app that Vlad has built has a lot of new features too, like, for example, the ability to do asynchronous Respect games. There's also an interview that Patrick did a couple weeks ago with Vlad about the Respect game. This is built on the EVM, by the way, too, which is the leading computing platform for decentralized computing. So this is a great interview too. Shout out to Patrick with the Nova Crypto channel for making these interviews. And you can see from the timestamps here, there's also more detailed timestamps when you go to the YouTube. But yeah, you can see a lot of interesting topics that they discussed, as well as some really cool art that's here. Oh, and I also put out an article to optimistics.io/respect game app, where you can see kind of a breakdown of some of the cool new features. This is obviously in development, but it shows some great features like the sleek user-friendly interface, the new consensus algorithm that it's using, the yeah, so you can see on the screen, basically, there's 10 things here, and there's much more too that we'll get into. But that's a high-level overview you can see on the Optimistics website, and encourage and appreciate everybody liking and retweeting and so forth to support the new app. Really excited about this. Everybody's welcome to join Optimism Fractal, as I mentioned before, where you can play the Respect game. You can also use the Respect game in your own community organization as well. But we have these events every Thursday at 7 EDC, where we're playing it each week. So encourage you to join, and you can learn more at optimismfractal.com for this, and register once again on lou.mosh/optimistics. I'm going to do a quick community news section, just like a couple like more general updates. Then we're going to get into the topic of the day. One thing I want to mention is just the optimistics.io/tools page has been updated. So in addition to the Respect Games app, there's also a lot of other software that we've been developing at Eden Fractal, Optimism Fractal, Upscale Fractal, many other Fractal communities. So I've kind of been curating a lot of this development. So there's lots of different articles about different kinds of Fractal apps. The Fractogram app that actually Abraham just tested at the last week he's been building, or we all tested, and he completed the first version of it. So shout out to Abraham there. Shout out to Das for building the OrDAO. We have a lot of articles about the Hats trees and all sorts of other stuff too. So I want to just give people an overview. If you want to learn more about these fractal tools, here's a good place where you can see a high-level overview and click into each one of these for more detailed articles about optimistics and just fractal tools in general that you can use, all open source. And also I started working on a podcast too with a new kind of like AI tool, which is really interesting. And I made a podcast. This is at optimistics.io/podcast. It's still in draft stage, but you can see some interesting stuff about the Respect game there, and learn more. So you can also learn more about the app that Abraham has been building at optimistics.io/Fractogram. Just wanted to give people an update on this, that we now have like several new apps that are really exciting for Respect Game, and Abraham gave an overview of how this works at the most recent Optimism Fractal event, where you can see like how we voted and stuff like that. So I'm really interested to see how these things will work together, or how these different applications will benefit different communities in different ways. And there's some really nice different features for them. So with that, I think we can get into the new Respect Game apps. As you can see, Rosmari is very excited to see it and learn about the awesome features and get the live demo. We can try it out too and play the beloved Respect Game. So really excited to hear from Vlad, and I can pass it over and kind of open the floor. Thank you everybody for listening to the presentation, and really excited to dive into it. Vlad, would you like to take us away and maybe introduce the Respect Games app for us?
Absolutely. I suggest to start from the article. It's a Medium article. I will share the screen. You can see.
Yes.
Yeah. So very briefly, what is the Respect Game? It's an app, and it's an app that essentially, through a game, enables any community to start a DAO that has its own governance system and economic system. So what are the benefits? If you play the Respect game, your community is going to thrive, it's going to be active. You will have a reputation layer. You will have a reward distribution system to incentivize active contributors. It will lead to creation of a decentralized autonomous organization. And also it offers a layer of transparency and accountability in your community. So many benefits. That's just an illustration of the very important component of the app, which is the respect point. We will get more into that a bit later. So first, how to set up the game. As Dan mentioned, it is built on EVM, but we have tried to abstract away the blockchain as much as possible. So we are using something known as privy that abstracts away the blockchain account. You can just log in with your email. And we also subsidize gas. So the user absolutely doesn't have to worry about the blockchain stuff, just email, and it feels like Web2 app. So you log in, you can easily create a respect game. It takes like 30 seconds. After that, there is an invite link, and you can start sending it out to different members you would like to invite. You can just put the link in the community chat, for example. Then the first 5 people who navigate through the link, they get approved automatically. So they become sort of founding members. And all the subsequent members after the first 5 have to be approved by at least 2 existing members. So how to play the game? The game has a cycle of 7 days. So each game lasts 7 days. There are 2 stages in the game. First stage is 6 days when you try to earn respect. And how do you earn respect? Is by contributing to your community, more specifically to the mission of your community. So when your community's creator did the respect game, he specified what's the mission. So each time you want to earn respect, you have to submit a contribution through the application, through the respect game. What have you done? So you have 6 days to submit your contribution. And the contribution could be anything. So you could be a developer, you could provide your GitHub like commits, or you can be just a community member who did a tweet or retweeted something that is that also helps to achieve the community's mission. So the contribution can be anything. And after those 6 days, when everybody has contributed, there is the next stage, which is the giving respect stage. This is the time of 24 hours when you will be placed in a small group of maximum 6 people who also contributed, submitted their contributions. So in that group, you will see what is your contribution, what are the contributions of other people, and you will rank the group members based on their contributions. So you will put on top those individuals who you think contributed the most, on the bottom who contributed the least. And this is where the respect points come in. Those people who are placed on top, they receive more respect points, they receive more respect. And on the bottom receive less. So this is in essence the game. After everybody has submitted the rankings, there is a clever algorithm that calculates, okay, how much respect points everybody gets. And this way you form a list of members who are the ranking of the whole community, who has how much respect. So this is the reputation layer. You will see who are the respected people in your community. Why exactly does it make your community thrive? It's because it's another, it encourages the community members to contribute meaningfully. It's another like incentive to be active within the community. But also, besides the non-transferable respect points, there is actually a liquid token as well, which here it's called value, but actually each community, when creating the respect game, will be able to set the name for the token, And this token is also distributed based on the rankings. So if you were ranked high, you will get more of this value token. And it's up to the community to create a liquidity pool for this token in order for it to be backed by some other assets, such that such that the members who receive this value token, if they wished, they could cash out and get maybe USDT or ETH or something more tangible, so to say. So then there is a question, so how is DAO formed? So thanks to the game, at the end of each week, the respect points get distributed, and those people who have the most respect points in recent time, so we have chosen 12 weeks as this recent time, those people who have the most respect, they will be in the council of the respect game. And as a counselors, they have, for example, they have access to this treasury of the value token. So they decide how much of this value token is distributed per week. They could mint this value token to some kind of specific address. And also they can remove members. That's another privilege that they have. Yeah, and in order to mint new tokens, to distribute the weekly amounts, there is 3 out of 5 counselors need to sign the proposal for it to get passed. And yeah, the council essentially can, since they have the access to treasury, and assuming the treasury has value, they could start utilizing this treasury to build the organization further. Maybe they can set up a marketing department, I don't know, development department, and so on. They can really start expanding and organizing the community. So yeah, Respect Game essentially offers a way for communities to self-organize and start building out their organization and really moving towards the mission more effectively. Yeah. So let's jump into the app. This is a landing page. The whole app is still in beta. We're still testing. So this landing page is also not final. There might be bugs. So yeah. But here you can, very easily you click make a respect game. We will create it in a minute, a new one, so that we could together test it. A nice picture explaining, okay, some kind of contributions, proof of work, rankings. A very brief intro, how the respect game works. An article, white paper. White paper is by the Fractal team, not by us, but this whole app is based on pretty much their ideas. And here you can see some test communities that we have created just to test. So what I suggest to do is let's create a new game. Let's put the name Eden Fractal testing.
Very exciting. Thanks for the great overview so far, Vlad. Looking forward to trying it out live here.
Yeah. So let's create it. And as you can see, okay, I was already logged in, but I was logged in with mail. I didn't transfer any ETH to that account. It's all subsidized by the app. Okay, processing. Now there should be nice confetti. Boom, 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 boom. Congratulations. We
Very
tried to
nice.
gamify it as well, make it a little bit fun.
Yeah.
Not just boring governance. So, okay, this is our now new community. I will share the invite link in the Zoom's chat.
Sounds good. Yeah, the app looks really nice. And that's one thing I can throw in here real quick. Like it has a very kind of, I mentioned a sleek UI, but actually like seeing it move around, and it's come a long way since when you shared the update with us about a month ago. So
Yeah, indeed.
nice
No,
work.
I also like how it turned out. It's yeah, it's a first like a proper app that we built on EVM. So a lot of new things, but yeah, satisfied with the result so far. So if you now navigate through the link, you should be able to log in as well with email. I can already submit my contribution. My contribution name is presenting the app.
Okay.
Test.com. So yeah, immediately once the community is created, it is in a earn respect stage. Right now it lasts only for 1 minute. It's just for testing. But normally once you create the community, you have 6 days to for the community members to submit the contributions. And yeah, you can add as many contributions as you want. Remove. I will submit.
By the way, I'm in the process of logging in. I just entered my email, and I just got a real quick thing to my email, 6-letter code or 6-number code, and then put that in. I see confetti again, very nice. And now
Yeah.
I'm just like setting up my profile, and encourage everybody else on the call, if you're not already doing so, if you want to try it out and help test it, then encourage you to do the same as well.
Yep. As we can see, there is already Patnovabat. Join the community.
All right, very nice.
Yeah, it's worked very smooth. We were just using this Monday on upscale community, upscale fractal community, testing this app, working very well, no issues, and sneaky UI, I will say, by Lennar. Shout out to Lennar, by the way. Very well made, and Vlad for the backend with the smart contract. But it works like a charm. And privy is very good integration, I would say. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Give my contribution here. You have to put your title of the contribution, the description, and the link. That's mandatory fields, because we want to incentivize that the people give a link to what they do, not just a title and a description, the 3 fields. And you can easily add new link, add link. That's very well made.
Yeah. So as we can see, Dan and Rosmari have joined as well. Very nice, very quick.
Yeah.
Now, Temitope, do you want to join as well, or you're just listening? I guess listening. So once you have submitted the contributions, Rosemary, and then let me know.
Okay. I'm putting in a few contributions here. I'm trying to get level 6 here if I can. Do you still call it level 6, by the way, here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But we rank like so number 1 is number 6. Like
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we thought about changing that around a few times.
But what does
I don't know if my contribution went through.
If you
I
refresh,
signed.
If you refresh the page, then it should be pre-filled. If it's pre-filled, then
yeah.
if the fields are pre-filled,
I already filled them and submitted, and then now I see current game phase ends in 11 seconds.
but are the fields empty, or the text is in the fields that you wrote?
There was text.
But right now, is there?
I just see. I can take a screenshot and send it in the
Yeah,
chat.
I just mean what you wrote. Is it still there, or it's empty field? Yeah, just share that screenshot.
Okay. I just submitted mine, by the way, and it was very easy. I've never actually, I think this is the first time I actually used Privy. I know we talked about it and I've researched it, but it's like super slick and easy. You just basically click the button and then each time you do that, like when you submit your contributions, you're making a transaction that's on chain, right? And also, I believe that the contribution information is on chain as well too. So that's one of the features you're planning to integrate about AI, like kind of organization of that too. So that's it's very slick that you're making all these on-chain transactions and organizing the data in such a way that's so easy.
Yeah. So what happened? Somebody changed the state. I forgot to say, please do not change the state.
I changed it. I don't know. I don't know what the because I didn't see my contributions at all.
Change state.
It's okay.
I thought that was it. We'll fix it.
Rosmari is in change state mode. She loves to change the state.
Yeah. Normally that wouldn't be an issue.
I submitted my contribution also.
But now if you refresh.
And if I refresh my page, I see my fields not.
No, yeah, because it threw you actually an error. So let's just submit again. So right now, if you refresh, you will see in the bottom previous games, and I am alone there because I submitted first, and then Rosmari changed the state.
So I have to resubmit my contribution then.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's just resubmit.
But did you see in the chat what I saw? What I was saying.
Yeah, you were already in the give respect stage, so it's a next phase.
The next phase, yeah. So I have to rewrite all because he has not retained my my thing. So yeah. That was shit now.
No, just write something random. It doesn't have to be real.
No. I don't write something random. Fractal. Because that's real contribution.
Yeah.
That's not fake.
And just to be clear, so Vlad, you said the phase ends to be really short. As you said before, this will last for like 6 days or something like that for the phase. So there won't be an option for like Rosmari or somebody else to accidentally click change state. Just for the purpose of this test, so that we can do it really quickly. That you said that, so that won't be like an issue, for other communities.
That's correct.
Tweet. And pass done. Just 2 contribution.
I did it already. Now I see, the pre-filled whatever I wrote there, but why, how did I go to the next stage then previously?
Well, you clicked the change state.
Voila.
No, that was before it, like, why did I see the screenshot that I sent in the chat, for example?
No, because that's the next
There's no
stage.
contributions there, but how did I go there?
Did you click change state before that?
No, I don't think.
Okay, I have submit my contribution. It say contribution sent, and my field are pre-filled on my screen. The result to have sent my contribution make that my screen is updated with the fields pre-filled. It's okay. That's work. That's game 2. And we are into the phase of contribution. We have 6 days to send our contribution. And then someone has to click change state to go to the ranking.
Yep. So Dan,
Okay.
have you submitted?
Yeah, I just submitted my
And
contributions.
Rosmari, you as well.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna change the state then.
Okay, so now I refresh my page. I should be in ranking stage. No, I see still my contribution. So
Now it changed.
okay, I refresh my page. I still see my contribution page.
Refresh again.
Refresh again. I
So
see now the ranking, and I can drag and drop who has contributed the most. So
and
Vlad
again,
on top.
in the normal settings, when it's gonna be 6 days plus 1 day, the
Mhm.
user will have to refresh because he will just come to the page in the 24-hour window and he
Wait.
will just see the ranking.
Yeah, in a normal scenario, yeah. And anyone in the community can click this button, change state.
Yep.
So it's up to the community to be good organized and decide who will click this button to avoid any surprise.
So don't change the state yet. Let's first rank.
I have a rank. I have put well, I am not to say because that's asynchronous. Anyone can rank as he want.
And just also to be clear, I don't know if you showed on the screen, but it looks like you can click the drop down menu and you can see the contributions from all 4 people. So I did have one question.
Yeah.
I tried putting in 3 different contributions and I only see one of them that I have there. So I don't know if maybe I just didn't click the right button to submit all 3. But I tried doing like 3 different contributions and it shows the first one there, the host the
Yeah.
Eden Fractal event.
So you added them, like you clicked add contribution, right?
I
You
believe,
didn't
yeah.
submit separately.
Mm-hmm.
It was just one submission with 3.
Yes, that's what I attempted to do. Like I see, for example, Patrick, if you click on that drop-down menu again, it shows that Pat and Overbat did both the fractal mind map and tweet. So that's what I was trying to do with
Yeah, and I
with 3
submit
different
only one,
things.
and I submit the 2 contribution in one click with
Okay.
submit contribution.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I tried to do too. I don't know. Maybe I just misinterpreted it. Or I'm curious too, because I know that this goes on chain. So I'm curious if if it's easily viewable on chain. So maybe at some point you can show there, and then we can see if mine did go on chain, or
Yeah,
I guess probably not, but I
we
probably
can
just
check.
misclicked something. Okay.
We can check that. Patrick had a similar issue last week, but what he did is he just submitted multiple times. So
Yeah.
whatever you submitted the last time, this is what is written.
Yeah, the last time is replacing all the other time. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And the cool
So
point, the cool point also, if you click on a profile of someone, you see the current game contribution and the history. And as you can share a link to a profile of someone, that's easy then to map out somewhere into the fractal data collector, for example. That will be very easy. I am very happy that you have made the share link to a profile of someone. That's great. If you want just to click a profile of someone.
interesting. I see a bug.
Ah bon?
But that's okay. I'm gonna change the state. This is actually
Wait,
not
should I
what I
submit?
submitted. Yeah, yeah. Submit.
I submit it, yeah. And
What's the bug?
No, this ranking is order is not what I actually submitted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and I suppose one thing I just want to maybe just make clear for any audience too, because most people are familiar with the respect game being played on videos like this so far. That's how we've done it for the past few years. So this version of the respect game app could be played on this kind of live call like this, and I think it works very well for that. But also, as Vlad was saying, it has that 6-day window too, so it could also be played just in like a chat, basically, where people, or not even a chat, where people just play this. They log in once a week, they share their contributions, they vote.
Ouais.
So it could work in both ways like that. And so that's
It's up
like
to
pretty nice.
It's up to every community to decide how they want to work. Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, there's different benefits of both those kinds of ways of doing it, but it's nice that the app gives you the option to do both. And then of course too, if we were actually playing, we might like, if we're playing on video, we might deliberate. We'd be like, well, who helped more and so forth. Or I suppose people could also do that in a chat if they wanted to, or they could just simply just vote and then not even have to deliberate about it. And then because this has the new consensus algorithm, you don't necessarily need to come to consensus. Like usually expecting you have to come to 2/3 consensus, who did the most, who did the second most, third most, and so forth. This works differently where everybody just submits what they think the rankings are, and then the algorithm distributes a certain amount of the respect based upon that. And can also distribute the value token as well based on that as well.
Yeah, it seems to be there is a problem with the ranking currently.
Yeah,
just now.
There is there could be bugs. Yeah. Okay. So
if you click a profile of someone.
Yeah, let's first finish this one. Let's see what's the result gonna be. So now all the games will appear on this DAO page. So this was the second game. You will see what was the consensus ranking final, what are the ranks given by each member, what were their contributions. Yep.
One quick question, Vlad.
That's wrong. I have submit my ranking, but anyway, so.
Yeah, one question I want to ask is, can you submit twice? Because like in my situation, I think I submitted something different. I just saw the rankings that I put there, and I did a different order, and then I think I submitted, but I wasn't sure, so I just clicked the submit button again, and then it showed differently. So I don't know if you're able to submit twice, like say if you change your mind, if you're like that person should be first, but then you're like actually that other person should be, then I guess it's a small detail, but curious about it.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
You can both submit contributions multiple times, and same thing with rankings. You can resubmit if you want. But there is right now a little bugs with the ordering.
Yeah, and I sent my ranking. He says that I have not sent my ranking.
And this as well, yeah.
Strange.
So did it show you in the bottom? Did it show you what was your ranking?
But now I am confused because there is showing a member didn't submit ranking, but I am sure that I have submitted the ranking anyway. So
and you saw that under the under
an
the box
acknowledging on the bottom right, yes, but
no, not the bottom right, but below the boxes was there what rankings that you submitted? Did you see them? Another box with rankings.
But now with all this problem, now I am no more sure. So anyway, but to answer to the question, you can send many times your contribution, and that's the last one that count. And for the ranking, the same. You have the right to rank many times if you are not sure. And it should show what is the display. It should show the top. The one is the 6 indeed. Is level 6 the one?
Yep. So it's just more simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the top ranked. So here you can see that the scores were updated. So here you always each week after the game, the respect scores increase. So the most important score is this average respect. It actually determines whether you get to the council or not. And if you click on the nickname, you will see the history of the games.
The profile page.
You will see what were the contributions each week. And you can share the profile.
That's cool. Share the profile, because if you share that, then the guy has just to put the URL and that goes directly on this profile page.
Yep. And then a few more features are, if you go here you will see the liquid token balance.
Mhm.
Right now it's called respect. Again, when you create community, you will be actually able to name it. Right now it's 0 because in order to start distributing this token, you need to create a proposal. So this is a place where you can create proposals.
Mhm.
There are 3 different types of proposals. So in case you want to start distributing to all the players this liquid token, you choose this one and you enter the amount of tokens that you want to distribute per week.
Cool.
You can also mint tokens to some specific address.
Mhm.
We can actually try creating mint, or let's distribute. Haven't tested this recently, so
Risky button. But it's working.
created successfully. Let's see if we refresh. Yeah, you could see that a proposal was created.
Uh-huh.
Still needs to be a little bit cleaned here. But yeah, so if you are now top 5 member, if you're somebody who is top 5 respected member in the community, you should be able to sign. Let's see if this is working.
So someone part of the council has to sign, and that's need
Yep.
3 of 5, no?
Correct.
Here it's written 0 of 3.
Yeah, let's see if this updated. Yeah, now you can see, since I'm a council member, it got this
Voilà.
one signature.
But
So
you stated that should be 5, the maximum.
so it's 3 out of 5 needed.
Oh, sorry, 3 out of 5. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
That's work.
Then
That's work.
yeah, there is also a place where you can approve members. So since we were the first ones, right now it's actually configured to 100 first members can just join. But in production it's gonna be 5 members join without approval, and everybody rest will appear here. So anybody can come on this page and approve if you are already approved member of that community.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And what else? Yeah, you can edit your profile. You can edit the community page if you are the creator of the community.
Yeah, sure.
Then this treasury now. In case, like, first we will have now around 5 beta groups with whom we will test this. And for them and for all the first communities, if somebody would like to add create a liquidity pool for their this liquid token, then we will assist and explain how to do it manually. But in theory, we can, if that's something that's gonna be demanded, we can make it automatic as well, to make it really easy for the community to add funds into the liquidity pool. So there could be just a function that, let's say you want to put 1 ETH into the treasury of the community, then you send it to the Respect Games contract. It takes this value token, it takes this 1 ETH that you sent, and it puts it all into the liquidity pool. Boom.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is something that could be done. Right now it would be manual. So
manually,
if you have a treasury, contact us in Telegram. We will help you out. But essentially that's it. That's
and the link the link to the Telegram we find into the landing page.
We will add it here as well. We will add the
yeah, but currently it's into the landing page. If we click the link to the Telegram,
yeah, should be here.
Just if you can just click.
Yep.
We are 3 into this Telegram currently, so we have to grow a little bit. But yeah, that would be nice.
I just joined. So You got
Yes.
4 strong and growing.
I think for where we are, where Vlad and Lennar are at, that's a good state with the UI, the UX, and the smart contract. There is just this glitch with the ranking or the
It's still
display of
needs a little polishing here
polishing.
and there, plus this
Yeah.
ranking bug, but
Yeah. Otherwise, all is
Mhm.
already developed. Now it's just a little glitch. Yeah.
All right.
For me, it's
I see.
baby.
Yeah, very nice. Congrats. And thanks so much, Vlad, for all the great work. I see Rosmari has her hands up, so we'll pass to Rosmari. We also have 8 minutes left scheduled too. So if you want, we could go longer, but I think we'll try to wrap it up at the top of the hour unless everybody really wants to go longer. And I can give a little conclusion presentation. Of course, Vlad, if there's anything else you wanted to share with the Vlad about the app that you can get a chance, then feel free. But first, we'll pass it over to Rosmari.
Yes. First of all, thank you for presenting the app and working on it alongside Lennar. When would be good to ask questions? Another time?
No, we have time now or done.
Yeah, I have time. And I think now's a good time to ask questions, and people might be interested who are ever watching too. So yeah, feel free to ask Rosemary, and also Tematope or anybody else if you have questions, then feel free.
Okay, I have a few. The first one is, who set up the group with people who've submitted contributions? Is that automatically created?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, if there is more, so let's go, for example, today I tested with 8 members. So yeah, those groups are now automatically created. Yep.
And then each week they would automatically be created new groups with random people, or?
Yeah, so it's everybody who submits the contribution. The groups are created amongst them, and yeah, it's random.
Okay, thank you. Where the respect points will get distributed to if people are not logging in with the wallet and they're using their email? Where are they going to be stored to? Can the points be forked as these transactions get sent to the EVM?
That's a very good question. So you see that it's so nicely abstracted away that you don't even think that there is blockchain behind. But actually, when you log in with privy with your mail, account is created for you. So if you go here into the drawer, you will see what is your Ethereum address, and all the respect points are as a ERC1155 standard. All the liquid tokens are as ERC20, and they are all issued to your account.
Is this currently? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, how would you know your private key and so forth if it gets automatically created? So you can log into the account. Do you know?
That's a good question as well. Whether privy enables to withdraw or not withdraw, to extract the private key, I'm not sure. But I mean, if in terms the liquid token, you can just send it out to your other address, so it's not a problem. With respect points, it's a little bit more complex because it's non-transferable, so they stay with this account. Yeah.
So the reputation layer system, it's linked with this account of privy, and for the liquid part, you can send to your other it address.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but that's a good abstraction for Web2 user that want to onboard on Web3, because they will just onboard with an email, and that will create a custody account with the with an it address that stay always the same, as long you use the same email address.
And if you don't want to log in with email, there will be option to log in with
Yeah.
MetaMask or any other wallet. So then it's you can use your existing account.
But when we made the video together, we showcased the onboarding process, Rosmari, with the privy, either with the email if you come from Web 2, and if you are already a Web 3 user into the privy, you can choose MetaMask or other wallet. Yeah.
Okay, and let's say if a member is a member of multiple DAOs, would he have multiple respect scores then, or just one?
Yeah. So it's for example, I'm here. I have 42 respect in Eden Fractal test.
Voilà.
If we go to my other, I have 86 here. So yeah, it's respect per community, both the respect points and the liquid value token as well.
Thank you. And one last question.
Mhm.
Are people going to be able to chat somewhere in here in this app to form a communication channel after they form the DAO? And how is the council going to be able to communicate with each other too?
So currently there is no communication inside here. The assumption is that the community already is communicating somewhere, so they could just continue whatever it is, Discord, Telegram. They could do the communications there. They could create a new group for their council in Telegram. So yeah, I don't think it's necessary to add this communication inside the app. Maybe it would be more convenient, but Telegram is pretty good.
Okay, and actually I have another question. I'm thinking of whether this can be used in the current format that we are playing respect games, which is in a video format through the weekly events. I was thinking, since this is open for 1 week and we, let's say, do the event, but then we present our contributions still on video, but then don't do the rankings during the event, and we just link to our timestamp of the presentation that we did for that week. Maybe that could also be used, and this app can be utilized even if even if people are still presenting their contributions in a video format. Although if we abstract actually we don't even, in real time we can still actually do the voting, because if we all go into the one room.
Yeah, so it's possible. That's something that we discussed with Dan as well. The only thing is that in the Zoom, for example, you would need to create rooms based on how the app created them. So if Dan is able to distribute the Zoom participants the same way, then it's easy.
It's perfect. Yeah. Well, the cool part is that this app can be used in any scenario, as we did this Monday, for example, into the other fractal with Upscale. There we are using another app that is WebRTC based, and Matthias Schoenbeck indeed, iteration. And we were using this app there in video, and we submit the rank when we were all agreeing to have the same ranking. We can do that. Or everyone can send during the week. And then the app is purely algorithmic, and he's doing the average, etc., the calculation and all, and choosing the best contributor. That's working any way. The white paper, that support exactly what's into the white
Actually,
paper.
the only thing would be that the people wouldn't be using their current accounts, right? Because they'll be using their email address with a new account. So
you can
log in.
Yeah, you can log in with MetaMask, so you can use your.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, great.
We said, yeah. But for a Web2 user that has never used blockchain, he will enter his email. He will have a custody account, so this IT address, And if later he is familiar and he is more accustomate, he will create an it address, and he will use this it address to receive his liquid token, or even to log in Vlad. This user Web2 that was Web2 at the beginning, and that is more familiar later on, he create an it address, and he can use that at the beginning with privy to log in.
Yeah, he can use either email login or his own.
Voilà. So it's very,
metadata.
very, I would say, very open and very abstract way to onboard. Yeah, this
So
privy.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great. Thanks so much, Vlad. Once again, and thanks everybody for the great questions and thoughts. Really excited to see people start using this app, and it's really great to see all the development and progress that's been done. This is fantastic. We are a bit over time, but I'm happy to go for longer if other people have questions. And if you have time to stick around, Vlad, I also have a couple of thoughts I wanted to share. So I'm ready to wrap up in maybe 5 minutes or so, if I give like a little outro. But yeah, if anybody else has any other questions or thoughts that you want to share before we wrap it up, then feel free. If anybody needs to head out, then feel free as well. And otherwise, I can get into some of my other points here. Okay. So yeah, so one thing I wanted to do here is just comment on a couple of things that were mentioned too. So we mentioned the idea of how the accounts are like work and kind of stored or custodied with Privy. So one thing I wanted to ask you, Vlad, is where is this deployed? Because it's deployed on the mainnet right now, I believe. And is it deployed on the OP mainnet or base or and then I was trying to find it on the block explorer too. I was wondering if I could see that. Like it'd be interesting, for example, to see your account on the block explorer because you're a member of like these 12 different communities and you have contributions and respect from each different one. So I don't know if you could pull that up if you want to, but that's one thing I'm curious about. And then also on that note too about Privy, yeah, Privy is really interesting, and there are features in addition to what Privy is doing. Just like the Ethereum researchers and developers, core protocol developers, are building out all sorts of features for account abstraction too that'll make all of these more powerful too. So, for example, you could potentially have it where you could have that soul-bound respect being able to be like moved in some ways for more flexibility if needed, but still have it where it's retaining the benefits of the soul-bound token.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of tapping in because it's built on the EVM. It's tapping into like this huge amount of open source development that's going on the whole Ethereum ecosystem. So that's another nice benefit of it.
I would say this onboarding system with Privy that can be used for any, that's a third-party tool, and that can be integrated also into the respect game of Abraham that he has just built now, connecting with ORDAO OREC. He could use an onboarding system using email. He stated himself that he will abstract the onboarding. So Privy could be something very, very great to use.
Yeah, for sure. No,
And
been looking into it.
And where is this app deployed currently, Vlad? It's on Base mainnet.
Yeah, base mainnet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And about the
cool.
question of Dan stating that would be cool to see the on the block explorer, block scout, where it is, etc. We were this week into the demo also for upscale with Lennar, stating that maybe we should not show in the UI the address because that should be abstract. The user has not to know that there is a blockchain behind, indeed.
Yeah,
Right.
for example, when I'm looking at my address, there's nothing.
That's not, voilà.
But no, yeah, the block explorers in general on Ethereum are they don't show nicely, but still there should be something maybe.
Yeah, I do see my account actually has a transaction from 36 minutes ago. So
Yeah.
it does show the transaction, but I know what you mean though. Sometimes they're not so easy to see different aspects of what's going on. Like I don't know, maybe that information about the contributions is stored in the events or something like that.
Yeah, but there is a super.
there could be different block explorers that could be upgraded
Yeah.
to show all those things.
But there is a super tool built by Jacobo Manic, engagement.vision, and that is supporting Base, Optimistic, etc. And he show you in a calendar what have you contribute recently on a blockchain. And he supports ENS names. Bon, here it's account address, Vlad. We cannot put ENS name currently, but the engagement vision support ENS names and account address. And then you see your level score level of participation on a chain. So that's also a good thing to put your address there in engagement.vision. Like this, you see your dots. Yeah, parenthesis. Sorry.
Yep. No, all good. Thanks for mentioning, and shout out to Jacob. He presented that at the last week's Optimism Fractal event, and it was really interesting. So it's great to see how these tools can compose. And I suppose I can go ahead and share. Well, first off, welcome Zal. Zal is a founder and host of the Zal Fractal, a fractal with musicians. He's been hosting for past few months now, past several months, and I hear it's going quite well. So Zal, where we just saw a overview of the new Respect Games app that Vlad has built with Lennar, and we've been discussing the past hour or so. So you can watch the video to see all the details about it when it's released in a few days. If you'd like to say hello, then feel free. And if you have any quick thoughts you'd like to share, then feel free as well. I appreciate you joining and hope that you're doing good. And also, if you want to just listen in to, I was just about to share, actually, I was about to share like a little summary of, and kind of like a little recap of Vlad's app too. So if you'd like, then you're welcome to listen in, but feel free to unmute if you want to say hi or anything. So yeah, to add a bit of a summary. So okay, I see you can't chat right now. What's up? Okay, sounds good. So yeah, I wanted to add. So this has been like a really great overview of the app, but I think the app is like there's so much that's going on here as well. So there's a couple of things that maybe we kind of glossed over that I want to just bring to people's attention in case we didn't get to that. So one, those the respect tokens are ERC1155, so they can also be displayed with the image and be like that beautiful respect and be composable with the other apps in development as well. So that's a really nice feature. In addition to, I believe it's the ERC20 for the value token. There's those community pages and those profile pages. Just want to highlight that that's really nice how it's like all in one app. Basically, it's super easy to create it, and then it's kind of like a little social media site in a way because you can see the profiles of each person in the community. And just as a side note, this is like the first version of the app. It'd be great to maybe do another episode at some point, Vlad, about like future development, what your future plans are. If you want to share any more thoughts about what's coming next here, then feel free. But want to put that out there. Like this is a great, awesome first version, and then there's all sorts of ways that this can be developed further in the future as well. I don't think we mentioned, well, one, I believe that this is all entirely open source too. So that's great. So anybody can fork it. And we can, I don't know if the repository is on the website right now, but we can link that in the show notes and like that so people can find it whenever it's ready. And then, yeah, encourage people to build with it. Actually, I got a message from Gudasol earlier today. He said he checked out the Respect Games app and he said he loves what he sees. And he asked about the repository. He said he saw a little bug or something like that he wanted to contribute to. So I'm going to get back to him and good to hear from him. He's interested in building fractals too and doing cool stuff. And yeah, there's also on-chain randomization of the rooms, I believe, too. So that provides that kind of fair distribution of respect. So you get to rank different contributions and different people each week and play with different people each week. So you can imagine a big community where you get to see people's contributions different each week, or a small community can work with any size. And then, yeah, just I recommend people checking the article that Vlad had written for all sorts of benefits that he kind of like gave a brief overview of, but if you really read into that, then you can see more details about it and see all the different ways this can help, because this can really provide many benefits to the community in many different ways. I wanted to maybe I'll pull up my screen, but first I want to just ask Vlad, is there anything in particular that you want us to do to help in addition? I know last time you said that you were close to beta testing and now you're beta testing soon. Like, is there anything that you're looking for to help support the development of this app, or is there anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Yeah, so I think there's still a couple of days to polish it, to fix the bugs, debug. But after that, it would be nice if you would share it during the Optimism Fractal with anybody who would like to test out
Yeah.
to have a respect game for their own communities. So, yeah.
All right, sounds great. I'll encourage everybody to share it. And yeah, now there's a great app that's pretty much ready to go for anybody who there's lots of communities who've been interested in implementing the respect game in their community organization. And if you're not sure what the respect game is yet either, these resources can help you learn and it can provide a lot of benefits. So I encourage
Yeah.
people to share it and try it out.
I just want to tell that's very important to share the tweets on the socials because if that stays into our echo chamber here into our meetings between us, that's great. But we need to onboard new people that have no clue about blockchain, so Web2 users. And using this privy onboarding is just, yeah, baby, it's very easy to onboard into this Respect Game app, as we saw with an email address. And then something that I love personally, it's how to integrate the result of this Respect Game, that are the contribution, into somewhere else. And there is GraphQL. Shout out to Lennar that has been able to query the base blockchain with a lot of codes, but through GraphQL that has simplified the reactivity, the responsiveness of this app. That's very smooth. This app is responding very fast, and there is a lot of query behind. So there is GraphQL, and myself with the Fractal data collector, I will add into the mind map a thumbnail with your face, with your avatar. And on each of your avatar, there will be a link to the profile page of the Respect Game where you can see the history of all the games that you have played with all the contribution. So instead that I map out into the mind map every contribution that could become a mess, I just have always a Dancing Joy avatar. And when you click Dancing Joy avatar, you will see always the last profile page of Respect Game with all his contribution. And that is just yeah, baby, for data collection. So very, very great. And to integrate into another UI, this Respect Game will be very easily integrated into another UI. I don't see any limitation for that. That's just well made, like the Abraham Respect Game for Optimism Fractal. That's also very well made. So, and the onboarding, very important. I think that's the main point is onboarding. Onboarding is very facilitated. So, yeah. For me, it's yeah, baby. Today, I was very happy to see the presentation of Vlad. A lot of progress since the last time. Yeah.
Well said. I agree. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for helping to curate that with the mind map and Fractal Den. And yeah, I agree. This is really exciting with the on-chain data. It makes it very composable. I see Zal putting at the heart and claps. If anybody else wants to share any last thoughts, then feel free. Otherwise, I'll jump into a quick presentation and just kind of give people some links to sign off and some reminders and stuff like that. So once again, encourage you to check out the website respect.games and you can make a respect game and start your community just like that. Log into your create community and then go submit your email. It's that easy to try it out. And then, of course, you can scroll through and look at how it works. It's quite well organized and quite well shown. Recommend you check out the article and the white paper and join the Telegram group to learn more and get involved. That's respect.games to build a strong and thriving community with the Respect Games. The article from Vlad, as I mentioned, it has a lot of great benefits here. So active and thriving community building, reputation layer creation, reward distribution system, formation of a decentralized autonomous organization, aka DAO, for governance, transparency, and accountability. And you can see how it works over here. So recommend reading the article and learning all about it, how the council forms and the governance roles and stuff like that. So that provides a great overview. Also, you could see some of Vlad's past work. He's been building Fractal apps for the past couple of years now too. So you could see kind of where Vlad is coming from with this and follow him at CXZVNK on X. You can check out fractal.com, which is where a lot of this is based off of as well. There's a keynote as well as the white paper that's linked in the respect.games site. And yeah, this has a lot of the concepts with more details as well. This has inspired a lot of what we've been building here with Fractals over the past year. So encourage people to check it out. And also optimistics.io/respect games app. There's hyphens between respect games app there. And you can find that at the optimistics.io/tools, where you can find an overview of tools. I'll be updating this page along the way as we have more details. And there you can also find the video that we did from a couple weeks ago at Eden Fractal and the video that Vlad did with Patrick as well. So Rosmari said, "Get and go now," a couple minutes ago. Thanks all for being here with a heart. And I would also like to encourage everybody to join the Optimism Fractal event where we play the Respect game Thursday at 17 UTC. We're actually coming up at our 2-year anniversary, or now our 1-year anniversary for Optimism Fractal happening in 2 weeks. So that's a great place to try the Respect game and yeah, meet innovators and so forth. So and then I also want to announce too that the Eden Fractal event, I believe it will be wrapping up the season next in 2 weeks too. So that will probably be the season finale. We'll have more announcements about that at t.me/Eden Fractal. So stay tuned and register for the events at lu.ma/optimistics. And once again, check out respect.games to learn more about the Respect game and start playing the Respect game with your community. All right. Is there anything else? Any last thoughts, or are we ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, a last thought. It's ads protocol. The trees, the ads protocol tree that we have into Optimism Fractal. Your tree, shout out for that, into Optimism Fractal. Very nice tree. And that's very important that we incentivize the people to participate in any applications that we have. And they can claim an at then into the ads tree of Optimism Fractal, for example. Create a new at, and then because you have participated into the app of Respect Game, you can claim an at if you have reached a certain level of respect, for example. You see? So I think there are links between all what we do. All what we do, there are links. There is no silo, someone doing something on his own, and then no connection with other. So, but first you have to do on your own, yes, and when it is well made, then you can connect with others. So now we are in a phase of digital extended networks, and we have to extend those networks and connect together. So, and that will be exactly the fractal approach as it should be. Yeah, baby, that we love, and no competition, very collaborative. That's very important, I think. Yeah.
All right. Yep. I'm looking forward to collaborating and composing with Hats Protocol and all the cool stuff that we're doing here. So I agree. Well said. And thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Vlad. Once again, thank you, Tim Tope, for being here. Thank you, Zal. Vlad, any last thoughts? Or are we ready to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay, sounds good.
I want to shout out Vlad that he has taken the image of the Fractally white paper. IDs are proof. Because that's not the people. Yes, we are together, we are people, but we have to abstract and not be focused on the people at first, but we have to be focused on the IDs at first. That's make a big difference. So shout out to have made that. Thank you. And from Daniel Larimer, shout out to him, by the way. We will not be here otherwise with the Fractally paradigm and all that. So shout out. And shout out to Vlad. Yeah, baby.
Yep.
Enjoy your last day.
No, I think that's not our last day. That's just the beginning of the rest of our life into the fractals. So I'm very happy to collaborate with you and to go in fractal bottom-up approach, no incumbent advantages and top-down, as we see so much into our current world. So.
Yep. And this app can greatly help solve and improve solve problems of the world. We're starting relatively small. We've been building for a while, but I think that this can really improve governance around the world, improve community building around the world, help people get rewarded for creating public goods. So Thanks to everybody who's contributed to the Respect game overall the past years, and special thanks to Vlad for building the Respect Games app. Thank you so much for being here with us and giving us the presentation. Encourage people to check out respect.games once again. And if you'd all like, we could wrap it up with a 3, 2, 1, go Respect Games. I think that might be fitting here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Ready?
3,
3, 2,
2, 1,
1,
0.
0. Go
Go
Respect
Respect game!
Games.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Thank you everybody so much. Check out the website. Hope to see you at Optimism Fractal at Thursday, 7 UC, and Eden Fractal on Wednesday. See you, everybody. Thanks all.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.